Okay, guys, welcome to another episode of the Doomslayer saga, where it's Doomslayer going through fictional universe and we discuss what happens. This episode's interesting because Doomslayer is going through Fire Force. And as mentioned in here, it would be pretty interesting with him in this. Most of the main villains I don't think are going to pose much of a challenge. But, once we near the absolute end of the series, both heroes and villains alike reach levels of power that might genuinely put some interest in the Doomslayer. Especially when it comes to speed. Like, Shinra Bancho Man, could you imagine? Like, sure, Shinra at that point wasn't a villain, obviously, but could you imagine, like, seeing what his interaction would be with the Doomslayer if he were to see Shinra in that state? And hell, even before that, the levels of speed Shinra was able to reach at his absolute pinnacle of power is pretty damn crazy. Then you've got the overpowered abilities that other strong characters achieve. Their level of speed, their kinds of hacks. You've got the imaginary powers of Arthur. You've got Adola themselves. I don't even want to imagine if for whatever reason Doomslayer were to have some kind of Adola of his own. If he did, that would be horrifying to think of. And I think it's fair to say, the average fire monster, whatever the hell they're called, they're not challenged. Doomslayer, I don't even think would need to bother even blocking. Like, he could just stand there, and they just hurt themselves trying to hurt him. And in terms of the main cast, seeing how Benimaru specifically, because he has like that whole role of the strongest archetype, seeing a character, or just having a bunch of characters realize that there is somebody above him, would be pretty interesting to see. Because they view Benimaru as this insurmountable wall. Hell, even a creature that was created to replicate what they thought his known upper power was, got one-shot by what seemed to be hardly trying Benimaru. And if, for whatever reason, let's just say it happens for pure entertainment's sake more than anything else, Shinra Bancho Man versus Doomslayer would go insane. Watching those two fight would be a spectacle. Although, I gotta be honest, Shinra's going to have to fix the universe once everything's done, because if he doesn't, they're kinda screwed.